Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor. It's been a long time since we've done a personal video, and there's a ton of stuff I enjoy talking about, so if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give me some feedback down below, and give this video a thumbs up, and based on your guys' reaction, maybe we'll get into some more subjects. But today we're going to talk about me actually going back into the gym, and I haven't mentioned this yet on YouTube because I'm all about the goals, what I've actually done, not what I want to do, because you can talk about goals until you're blue in the face, but talking about it isn't being about it. I want to get some work done and drop some weight and get my fitness back. For those of you who do not know, I was in great shape the vast majority of my life. I grew up playing multiple sports in middle school and high school. My father, my uncle were both college athletes. I'm surrounded by college athletes, both men and women, throughout my family. And we grew up working out and playing sports together in gyms and leagues. It was a lot of fun. But when Mrs. X Factor and I got together, and then of course when we started having kids, I didn't have time for that anymore. So I did CrossFit for 4 or 5 years in my late 20s, and basically until I was about 30, 31, and then Mrs. X Factor got pregnant with our firstborn, which is Bentley. So 3 months before Bentley's about to pop, we simply did not have time. The condo was not child-proof. The baby's coming. I'm freaking out. She's freaking out. And between my career and YouTube and everything else, there simply wasn't time, and I had to drop that. Probably one of the worst mistakes I've made, thinking about myself first, because the fitness is very important. The thing that came to mind is, oh, I'll go next week. I'll go next week. I'll get a quick workout in. I'll get a Y membership. It never happened. I went 2 years and 9 months without working out, doing nothing, playing a sand volleyball game here and there, but that wasn't enough to keep my lungs or my legs. Of course, muscle atrophy kicks in, and when I left CrossFit, the day I left, I was 196 pounds, I was 7% body fat, and still seeing gains left and right, talking about Olympic lifts or any of the metabolic workouts. Am I saying CrossFit is for you? No, probably not, because it is absolutely ridiculous. I love it. I just don't have time to drive halfway across town anymore to get my workout on. And now Mrs. X Factor and I oftentimes go work out together when the babysitter next door gets off of school and comes over for about an hour and 15 minutes. So that's kind of my background. Always been in shape, loved doing active things, but then I simply stopped, and I ate poorly. You've probably heard it a million times. Diet is seriously 70 to 80% of this, so I've been eating super clean, lots of greens, and having a caloric deficit, basically. So I've been eating anywhere from 1,500 to 1,800 calories per day, having a splurge meal once a week, and the weight has been dropped off me very quickly. My first workout was April 1st, April Fool's of all things, and yesterday was May 13th, making this an even 6 weeks in. I started off at 220 pounds, and I had enough metabolic capability to go 8 minutes on the ARC trainer, which is like a glorified elliptical, before I basically gassed out. That's how bad shape I was. But I didn't want to deal with the bad lactic acid monster, so I worked out 8 minutes the next day, then 10 minutes, and then I took a day off. Now I'm up to 25 to 30 minutes of hard ab or ARC trainer, elliptical, or jogging, where I'm just sweating bullets profusely, where my heart rate is 165 plus, peaking out at 185 depending on the program that I'm working. So in those 6 weeks, I've gone from 220 pounds to 202 pounds. And of course, I'm not just doing cardio or metabolic workouts. I'm doing a ton of Olympic style weightlifting, because that's kind of like my background, between my father, who was a middle linebacker and a strength coach in later years with us, than what I did with CrossFit. So I'm doing a push-pull legs type of rotation, where I'll do bench presses. I'm up to 235 5x5s. They'll do incline bench. They'll do big shoulder presses. They'll do some tricep teardown work. Then of course the pull is all about them deadlifts and pull-ups, and then of course bicep curls and a couple other workouts. The key for me has always been variety, shocking my system. So some days I won't do a big 5x5. Some days I'll do a 5x8 or 5x10 and go smaller weights with bigger reps, because the body becomes complacent. It gets used to what you're throwing at it if you throw the same thing at it every single day. So I'm pretty ecstatic about my 6-week gains so far. Now the hard part comes, because I've already knocked off all the easy weight. So it's all about me getting back down to basically 196 and getting ripped again, and be able to increase my weight program as I see fit. I don't want to be this big bulk monster. I want to be this tight, lean, mean shred machine, basically, similar to what I was when I left CrossFit. But again, don't want to get too big and bulky because my shoulders and my chest get really big really fast. And again, the key to this whole thing is diet, which is 70 to 80% of this, actively eating healthy and staying in a caloric deficit, and having a blow-off day every once in a while. Mrs. X Factor and I really enjoy going out once a week and having the drinks or doing a booze stream. Of course, all those are horrific, empty calories. But if you do it once a week and you keep your diet in check the rest of the week, I should be fine. Variety is the spice of life, so I'm always doing different gyms or working in different workouts, even if it's just once a month or every third week or so, because the body does get used to things. So far, I'm really happy with my personal gains, but again, the hard part is about to come. The diet needs to stay in check, and I need to stay in the gym 4 to 5 times a week to get that heart rate up and get my sweat on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to do more personal topics to keep you up to date with my fitness, let me know down below, because it's a long time since we've done one of these. As always, YouTubers, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the rib roasting.